Okay, so now I've got these sort of straightened out. I need to organize them in the fashion of 568B. Now, the 568B color coding is right here for my cheat sheet, or I can just, from memory. One of the key things to remember about this is it's always in the format of white color and then solid color, white color, solid color. And if you look at it and there's two solids together and therefore two striped together, you know you've done something wrong. So we're going to start off with the white-orange pair, and usually take my fingers, pinch them together, and just kind of bring those together there so that they're nice and straight in my hand. From here, we need the white-green, so we're actually breaking out the white-green pair here. So we need just the white-green, and bring that over to it, leaving the green kind of over here hanging by itself. And then the blue-white-blue pair. Blue and white blue. Those in there. And then the green back in, and the brown. Then the white brown pair needs to go in. I'm trying to make these nice and neat here at the bottom here. Okay, so now that I got those all together, kind of wiggle them around a little bit, make sure they're all nice and straight. So the next thing I need to do is I need to cut them so they're going to fit inside the tip here. So I just kind of massage them a little bit so they're nice and straight, so they're going to go in correctly into the tip here. And once I have it nice and straight, I can cut it again with the strippers here. But the question is where to actually cut this. Now I can eyeball this. I'm used to doing this, as many times as I had. But to actually get the idea of this, if you take a look at the tip here, you'll see a little plastic flange here that's going to cut down, and it's not actually going to cut anything, but it's going to hold the shielding. So really the blue PVC shielding here needs to be under this piece that's going to hold it there. You don't want the metal pieces kind of hanging out here. I see a lot of people tip cables, and they've got a quarter of an inch or half an inch of metal pieces hanging out here. So you don't want to go that far down, but you don't want to go too far down, because then you can't fit the actual PVC in here, and the pins don't connect all the way to the end of the tip. So really what you were looking for is you want to cut the end right about here so it fits, and it comes all the way to the end, so it's going to be right there is where I want to cut it. So right about there, and you can eyeball this, and once you get used to it, you'll get pretty good at eyeballing this, so you don't have to actually measure it with the tip next to it. So I'm looking about right there. I use my thumb to kind of give me a guide point here. Take the wire strippers. Nice. The wire strippers here have an edge with a blade, and then a flat edge here. That's where the wire is going to cut down. So I'm going to go in about right there. And again, I double check my cable right before I cut it, because it's, I have to strip it back and start all over if I've got it wrong. So looks correct. It's going about here. A very good blade on this pair of strippers here. Usually this comes right apart. Let's try that one more time. There we go. A little bit more force. Until I've used those strippers quite a bit because they're low on blades. All right, so I insert my tip, making sure, again, all the pins align, and then making sure the PVC shielding goes into the tip, shove all the way down, and then double check to make sure that the copper here, the copper ends here, line all the way up to the end, and they're underneath the little teeth they're going to cut down on this piece that's actually going to connect to the copper that's inside the wire here. So you see that that's cut down perfectly there. Take our crimpers. Now with our crimpers, we're going to go, there's two ends here. There's a 6-wire and an 8-wire. So the 6 wires for RJ11, 8 wires for RJ45. We're going to just simply place this inside the crimper.